So I've cut the butternut squash in half. You need a very sharp knife for that because they are quite challenging. I'm just going to have set the oven at gas 6, 200 centigrade, 400 Fahrenheit. So I'm just brushing them with oil. I'll take the seeds out after they've roasted. So just a little oil just to help them to roast. And into the oven for about 40 minutes until the flesh is tender. While the butternut squash is cooking in the oven, I've taken out of the freezer some nuggets of frozen spinach. I've got from the fridge 8 sun-dried tomatoes cut into strips, 100 grams of basmati rice, a tablespoonful of pesto and the 200 grams of feta cheese. So while the squash is cooking, I'm going to put this in a jug in some water in the fridge after I've washed it and cook it with a pinch of salt in the microwave until it's cooked. Right, the butternut squash is cooked now, the flesh is lovely and tender. So I'm going to leave it to cool a few minutes and then take out the seeds and the flesh. So the seeds are coming out really neatly. Seamlessly really, never done this before. And they taste a bit like toasted pumpkin seeds, but I've no idea whether you're supposed to eat them or not. So I'm sculpting out the flesh. I'm just going to leave about half a centimetre in the shell so it keeps its shape. The rice has taken 10 minutes to cook in the microwave. I don't want to tear the shell. It's quite thin actually. Bit of a messy job, but well worth it. That's one. So I'm mixing the flesh from the butternut squash with the rice and the sun-dried tomatoes and the pesto. But I'm going to leave the feta cheese and the spinach in little chunks, so I shall put that in last. I want the spinach to stay in its pieces. Oh, it smells lovely, I have to say, and such a glorious colour. So that's roughly combined. Now I shall stuff it back into the shells. So I've put the mixture back into the shells. Now I'm just going to put little bits of spinach in. It's got the flavour from the sun-dried tomatoes and the spinach. Those will cook from frozen. It's already cooked is the spinach and frozen. Just gives it that nice burst of green. I think that's plenty of spinach, and then we're just going to sprinkle the feta on top. Need to press it down. I haven't put any salt in this dish because the feta is quite salty. And then we're going to pop it back in the oven for about 20 minutes to finish off. That's your protein. All vegetarian dishes need protein. And this is a cracker, I think. And these are seasonal now, so they're quite cheap in the shops. Each of these butternut squash cost 59p each, so it's very economical. I'm just going to give it a grind of pepper. Just to finish it off. So into the oven for 20 minutes. So there's the butternut squash all finished. I have to say it smells absolutely gorgeous. So I'll just plate one up for you and show you what it looks like. So as you can see, it's quite a plateful. I can't wait to tuck into this. So if you want a copy of my once a week cookbook, go to my website www.onceaweekkitchen.co.uk. It's very cheap and it's absolutely packed full of ideas of easy meals to cook and freeze. So I will see you later. Bye.